Imagine unlocking a superpower you've always had at your fingertips, but never knew how to use. That's what today is about. Day 5 is where you start to feel at that moment when you realize you can talk to machines, not with code, but with words. Not complicated syntax or formulas, but plain language, like having a conversation. And the better you speak, the more you get back. Today, you're not just typing to ChatGPT. You're learning a new language, the language of prompting. And once you learn to speak it fluently, everything changes. Let's get real for a second. You've probably already used ChatGPT a few times, maybe for fun, maybe for homework, maybe just out of curiosity. But there's a difference between using it and using it well. Prompting is not just typing a question and hoping for the best. Prompting is an art, a science, a skill, and it can 10x your productivity, creativity, and problem-solving speed. And it all starts today. Think of ChatGPT like a hyper-intelligent assistant. It knows a lot. It remembers patterns. It's read the internet. But it only gives you what you ask for. Ask it a shallow question, get a shallow answer. But ask it with clarity, structure, context. Watch it unfold magic. Your goal today isn't just to mess around. It's to understand what prompting really means. And the only way to do that, try it yourself. Start with 10 prompts. Real prompts. Not "what's the weather today?" or "tell me a joke." Push it. Stretch it. Give it something that makes it think. Here's one. Write me a short story about a child who discovers a portal behind their school that leads to a forgotten world run by robots. Hit enter. Read the reply. Then try this. Make the story more emotional. Focus on the child's relationship with their grandmother and how it changes during the journey. See the difference? You're not just prompting now. You're sculpting, refining, directing like a filmmaker, not just a curious visitor. Now shift gears. Type, translate this paragraph into Spanish. The sky was dark, and the wind howled like a wild animal. She clutched the old book tightly, her only hope left in the world. See how fast it works? Now change it. Translate this into poetic Urdu. Now French, but in a Shakespearean tone. Again, you're not just using a tool. You're designing an output. That's prompting. Try a creative one. Create a recipe for a vegan, gluten-free dessert that includes mango, coconut, and pistachios. Make it unique and easy to cook in 30 minutes. Boom! You've got your own AI chef. Want it turned into a shopping list? Just ask. Want to convert measurements to grams? Ask. Want a keto version? Go for it. The point is, you're learning to think like a prompt engineer, not just asking, but instructing. Now open an article from any blog or news site. Doesn't matter what it is. Copy a paragraph and paste it in. Say, summarize this for a 12-year-old. Read the result. Now say, summarize it in one sentence for a TikTok caption. Try, what are the 3 main points and one possible counter-argument? See what's happening? You're controlling complexity with your words. This is next-level communication. Now go meta. Ask ChatGPT, what are 5 ways I can use you more effectively as a student? Or act like a career coach, give me a roadmap to become a UX designer in 2025. Or I'm planning a trip to Japan in October. Create a 7-day itinerary. Focus on food, culture, and photography spots. It responds like a tour guide, a mentor, a teacher all in one. That's what makes prompt engineering so powerful. You're not learning AI just to code it, you're learning to collaborate with it. This isn't just some novelty skill. Prompting is already becoming a new literacy. People who know how to do it well are getting hired faster, building businesses, automating work, creating content, even writing books in a fraction of the time. Why? Because they know how to ask the right questions. They know how to frame the problem. That's what separates the average user from the power user. So let's flip the switch. Think about one thing you're working on right now. A project, a goal, something you want to learn or build. Ask ChatGPT to help you. Not just once, but in stages. I want to start a YouTube channel about personal finance for Gen Z. What should my first 5 video topics be? Then say, give me a script for the first one, with a hook, main content, and call to action. Then, turn that into a short for TikTok. You're building a workflow with language. Start to pay attention to how you ask. Write me a poem is fine. But write me a poem in the voice of Shakespeare about the anxiety of modern life. Using metaphors of drowning and time slipping through fingers will blow your mind. Specificity is the secret sauce. The more detailed, the better the results. One of the best ways to learn prompting. Talk to ChatGPT like it's a role. Say, act like a personal trainer. Give me a workout plan for the next 14 days. I have bad knees and limited equipment. Or act like an sat tutor. Help me improve my essay writing with specific tips. It's not just generating, it's adapting. That's what makes it feel like intelligence. Here's a powerful trick. Ask it to critique itself. After it gives you an answer, say, what are the limitations or flaws in this response? Or, rewrite this with better structure and clarity. You're no longer passively accepting answers, you're iterating. Prompting becomes a feedback loop. Every round makes the next better. Feeling confident? Try creating your own mini tool. Like, create a habit tracker template for Google Sheets that includes daily check-ins, motivational quotes, and a scoring system. Or, give me a journaling prompt every morning for the next 7 days, each focused on mental clarity. You're not just using AI, you're extending yourself through it. And don't forget fun. Imagine a conversation between Albert Einstein and Tony Stark about the future of AI. Or create a fictional podcast transcript between Cleopatra and Elon Musk debating leadership styles. The more creative you get, the more you realize this isn't just about work, it's a playground of ideas. Your ideas. Supercharged. Today, you've only scratched the surface. But the shift has started. The keyboard used to be a tool. Now, it's a gateway. Prompting is your new shortcut to intelligence, insight, and innovation. It's not magic. It's not cheating. It's communication at a deeper level with a machine that can think with you, learn with you, build with you. This is where the journey accelerates. Because once you realize you can talk to machines, shape their output, and guide their thinking, you start seeing problems differently. You stop asking, what can AI do for me? And start asking, what can I do with AI? So here's your challenge for today. Write 10 prompts, each from a different angle: creative, technical, helpful, playful. Track how each one changes based on what you input. Notice how adding detail, personality, or structure improves the reply. And then, reflect. Not just on what it did, but on how you made it do it. This is prompt engineering. It's not about knowing everything. It's about knowing how to ask. Because in the world of AI, the question is more powerful than the answer. And today, you just learned how to ask like a pro. Tomorrow, we'll take it a step further. But tonight, remember this. Your words are your code now. Your voice is your command line. And the better you learn to prompt, the more intelligent your world becomes. Welcome to the new literacy. Welcome to day 5.